Hey YouTube, so we are at Camp Wilderness at the Carowinds. The Carowinds is a amusement park in North Carolina. It is on the border of North and South Carolina, so maybe it's in South Carolina, I don't know. The border is like I think 50 feet behind us, and we're gonna do a little tour of the campground.
And we'll show you the different areas that you can reserve a site with back-ends and pull-throughs, and just kind of show you the campground and show you our weekend here.
Alright, please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys around.
So we're camped at the end of the 50 amp loop right there. Those are some pull-throughs right there. We'll go into more detail. The only real negative or positive is it's next to this huge parking lot that has our lights on all the time. So it's pretty bright outside, specifically where we're at, but if you're somewhere else it's fine. So this is an example of the back-end sites that are on along the edge. This is an example of the pull-through sites. These specifically are the 50 amp pull-through sites, but the other pull-through sites are pretty similar. And yeah, I don't know why there's so many picnic tables. Most of the sites it look like only have one, but there was a bunch of them right around us. So here we are, enjoying our night. Here's a short time lapse of us grilling out. For the campfires and stuff, there's no fire pit if you noticed. You have to bring a fire pit with you or rent one, but because of COVID they weren't renting them, so you could only have them basically in that little grill thing. So this is a drive-through of the whole entire site, so you can see everything. This is the entrance of Camp Wilderness right there. We've just passed the main office for the park. The parking lot on the left is basically adjacent to the one that I just showed you that kind of like overlooks the corner there. That was a volleyball court that we passed. The main entrance is up here on the right. They have large RV parking up here, so you just basically pull in and park. There's humongous parking spots on the right, and you go check in. This is the pool. The pool is closed, probably because of it's November, but probably also because of COVID-19. I'm not like 100% sure, but pretty good, generous looking pool. It also said no pets, no glass in the pool. I'm assuming probably no alcohol, but I don't recall seeing that on a sign. I just sort of assumed it. There's a camp store. They do not sell propane here, but they do have directions on where you can go to get propane if you need propane. And they have like information on where the nearby grocery stores are, and there's quite a few grocery stores because it's Charlotte. There's like everything you need is right nearby because you're sitting right in Charlotte basically. This is the loop for the smaller rigs. So this would be the 30 amp loop. We were expecting to be over here when we paid for our site, but they put us in the other loop for whatever reason. That was a little bit bigger, like the sites were a little bit larger I think. And as you can see, these sites look pretty similar. There are the back-end sites on the right. There are the cabins, and I'll do a drive-through like right down the center so you can see the pull-throughs also if you just want to see like how it's laid out. The sites are very symmetric in the way that they're laid out, in that they're all like kind of side by side, the way that you would kind of expect a campground to be laid out. They're not like oddly positioned like you see at some of the national parks where they try to angle things different ways to make it less symmetric. They all, like I was saying, have the picnic table. They all have, from what I can tell, a barbecue grill that like rotates, and none of them have the fire pits like I was stating before. And it's either bring your own fire pit or rent a ring, but they're not renting the rings during COVID-19. And there's an Airstream. You can see there's some Class C's in here also. Maybe some Class B's. That's a Sprinter on the left. And this is still like the loop, like I was saying. And you can see the pull-throughs on the left and right of me. This would be normally you would just make the left turn there and then pull in, depending on which way you want to face. Like they pulled in the other way, obviously. The direction in which you pull in obviously has to do with which side you want the power box on. Maybe you can get a better view if you pull in backwards and then the box is on the wrong side, but then you have to deal with all the hoses and stuff going under the camper. So probably you'd want to pull in the right direction. So this loop over here says no trailers. That's what I was looking at the sign to see what it said. I think this is a tent loop. I'm not like 100% sure. I noticed that there's some picnic tables, and I noticed there are some power boxes back here, but this is a no trailer area and it is a one-way loop. So I'll do a little drive-through of this loop so you can see it. And like you can see, there's like picnic tables and there are boxes. So I really suspect that this is the tent loop. I should probably just look at the map. But I'm like 90% sure this is the tent loop. And there is a hall up here. I didn't really look into the hall. But normally when you see the word hall, it usually means that it's like a dormitory where people stay. And I don't know if this is where the seasonal workers stay or if this is something that you can actually like rent. I'm not sure, but it's definitely like a dormitory style looking building, and is next to this large tent loop. And I'm backing up here so you can see they have these weird looking tables right in front of it. You saw that on the edge of camera. So it's kind of neat that they have a little like area, lunch area already pre-set out. So now that we're done with the tent loop, basically, we are going to head over to where the bigger rigs are, where we're camping at. Basically the 50 amp loops. The hill there is the back side of the pool. The pool is on the left. The right side of that is a building that is the main campground building. And once again, on the right hand side of us is the smaller 30 amp loop, and we will just like basically, there's the trash right there if you're curious. They do have facilities here, like as in bathrooms and stuff. I did not like go into any of them because I use a camper obviously mostly, but they probably look like any other campgrounds facilities. So this is the entrance to the next loop. And I think I go into it the wrong way, so like please don't complain that I'm like driving the wrong way down these loops. But there's nobody around at all. So you can see, it seems like the first loop is where they have a lot of the Class A's. I don't know if that's just coincidental or not. And then the second part is where I saw like a lot of the other types of rigs. Now, on the right of me, it looks like it's seasonal, and on the left of me, it looks like it's more like daily or weekly or monthly. Because these sites up here, when I turn this way, they look very set up. Like, I mean, you can, like all the stuff they have there, like it does not look like you would tear this down and take it with you. Like they have stairs. They built stairs like to their camper. And that style camper that we just passed is one of the ones that you're not supposed to tow around really that much. It's one of those like you take it to the campground and you leave it. There's certain models that are designed to not really be as mobile as other models. And you can see all the stuff they have there. So this looks to me like that we're in like at the seasonal part of the campground. So this would be the area that is very close to the 30 amp area, essentially. And I don't know for sure if this is seasonal, but it looks like it is. Or it looks like at least some people that have been here for like a really significantly long period of time. They even have a car covered up in their spot. I mean, maybe everybody covers their car, but I don't think that's normal. So now we're headed back to the daily or monthly or weekly area. We still have what I believe to be seasonals around us, but once we get to the main center road, which is right in front of me, where the bathhouse is on the right, so I guess if you look on the map, it's where the bathhouse is. This seems like where it transitions from the long term to the short term. We're doing the tour, the drive around on a Wednesday, I believe. So as everybody knows with campgrounds, normally like Tuesday to Thursday are like the dead days, maybe even Monday to Thursday are the dead days, and then they usually get full Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's why this place looks so empty. It's because we're doing the drive around on an empty day. These are the pull-through sites that are the 50 amp. We're on the end down there. Like I said, they put us all the way in the end. So this would be an example of, you know, how you would get into one of these sites. You just like pull in, and yeah, there's an awesome looking reflection right there. That's one of the models that we actually have been really kind of drooling over. It has a desk and everything built into it, so I could work out of it. And a nice 1-ton Ram short bed. Super C on the left. They do have dog stations all over the place, like you can see the one on the end. And that would be our setup there. But these are all 50 amp from what I can tell. And they all look very easy to get into. But once again, I mean, you're going to be back to back, trailer to trailer to trailer. So when they're full, obviously. And when they're not full and they're empty, it's going to look more like this. So anyway, please like and subscribe, and thank you.